G'day, this is a video tutorial on how to descale or clean the inside of your coffee machine. Now this is a K Fee Aldi brand type of coffee machine, and it comes in a few different forms that very much have the same sort of lever on the top and function the same. All of the K Fee ones that I've seen so far that Aldi have been selling are essentially the same on the inside but just look different on the outside. So this method of descaling this K Fee coffee machine will be perfectly fine for your coffee machine too. However, there are some other different brands of coffee machines, such as the DeLonghi Magnifica, that need specialised descaling formulas. But luckily for us, this one can use the descaling method I'm going to show you, and it's safe to do so. It won't destroy any of your components. Alright, so the method I use for descaling this coffee machine is very simple. I use normal everyday white vinegar, and you get the cheapest brand you can get because that's all you really need for this, as well as tap water. Now that's cold tap water. To make your solution, just remove your water tank from the back, fill it up about halfway, it doesn't have to be precise, and then get your bottle of vinegar, put that in. So now we want to run this through the coffee machine. Now before we run that through the coffee machine, it's probably advisable just to remove this section and give this bit of a clean out, so that way you know it's all going to be ready to be cleaned. So now we can go ahead and run a few of the coffee cycles through. I've already turned it on and preheated it, and I've already hit the rinse button. So now I'm going to hit the big button for the big coffees, and it's just going to flush all of this solution eventually through into the cup. So what you've got to do is you've got to keep flushing through the water and vinegar solution by hitting your coffee making buttons so that it comes through here, goes through all the components inside and pours through the spout. Now as you're going, you'll probably smell a smell of vinegar. That's normal because you put vinegar in it. Alright, now we are done finishing the first run through of the descaling process using the water and vinegar. Now I've collected all of this solution here because I'm going to run it through twice. So you're probably thinking this is just putting all of the bad stuff back in there, and yeah, you're probably right. But at the same token, it's still loosening it all up. So giving it a run through the second time, really not a big deal. If anything, running it through a second time is probably more beneficial because the water is already preheated, so it's it's already a pretty good temperature, and then it'll go through here and get even hotter to then help descale a lot further. Now that I've run this through twice, that's now empty. I can discard all of this now hot water and vinegar solution. So what we want to do now, unless you like coffee that tastes like vinegar, is thoroughly rinse out everything. Now this is just cold tap water. We're going to put this through the machine and we're just going to flush that through the system just like what we did before. Now that we're almost done flushing through that one tank, I'll just show you the flow rate that we're achieving now. And I'll also do a side-by-side comparison to what we were achieving earlier on before doing the descaling. Alright, so we've finished now. Our tank's pretty much empty, and we've emptied it out of all of the water. We've done 2 descalings at the start, and now we've done 1 tank of cold water to flush it all through, and the water no longer smells anything like the white vinegar solution we had in it earlier. And now it's time just to run a coffee through to see if it tastes like vinegar. Or in my case, it's the hot chocolate. Delicious. Alright, so I've made myself a nice hot chocolate, and you know what? I've done a good job, so I might as well have some humble meat pie to go along with it. And as usual, give this video a like and a thumbs up, or maybe that's the same thing, but anyway, leave a comment if it helps you, and I'll see you next time. Laters!